Hi, Robbins. Good morning. Look what I have. I've got a message of the day. So let's read it. Uh-oh, there's some missing letters. It says, Hello, Robbins. Let's read a book of Ian and Aru. Well, that's silly. Let's figure out the letters. Hello. Hello. H, you're right. Start at the top, big line down, jump up, big line down, little line across. Hello, Aubins? What's that? You're right, it's an R. Hello, Robins. Start at the top, big line down, jump up, little curve, kick it out. Hello, Robins. Let's eat a book? What should that be? La 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 la. You know it. You're right, it's an L. Where do we start? Of course, we start at the top. Big line down, little line out. Hello, Robins. Let's read a book of, it's the same sound. La la la, love. You're right, it's an L. Start at the top, big line down, little line across. Hello, Robins. Let's read a book. Love, Ian? D. You're right, it's a D. Where do we start? At the top. Big line down, jump up, big curve. And Karoo. Does anybody remember that one? K for Karoo. Start at the top, big line down, jump to the other corner. Small line, small line. There we go. Let's read our message. Hello, Robins. Let's read a book. Love, Deanne and Karoo. Well, I've got a book here that you know already. So let's read it together, and you can finish the words that I don't say. Okay? It's called Good Night Moon. The words are by Margaret Wise Brown. So what is she? You're right, she's the author. The pictures are by Clement Hurd. So what is Clement? You know it. He's the illustrator. Good Night Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse. See him over here? Teeny tiny mouse. Good rhyming, Robbins. Very good rhyming. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady whispering, hush. Good night, room. Oh. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, little mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady, whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Did you like that book? Did you notice something about it? You're right, it was a rhyming book. Well, I have one more, and you know this. We read this already. But this is the last day we're talking about stars and planets, so I thought I'd do it again since we thought it was so silly. There was a bold lady who wanted a star. That's the title. There was a bold lady who wanted a star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed too far. There was a bold lady who wanted some shoes. She ran for miles, and then she took a snooze. You remembered. She bought the shoes to catch the star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed too far. There was a bold lady who bought some skates. She slid and she slipped down hills and through gates. You remembered. She bought the skates to replace the shoes. She bought the shoes to catch the star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed too, you're right, far. There was a bold lady who bought a bike. What's not to like about riding a bike? You see all the forest animals there? I love that illustration. She bought the bike to replace the skates. She bought the skates to replace the shoes. She bought the shoes to catch the star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed too far. You're right. There was a bold lady who bought what'd she buy? A car. She drove for a while, but she couldn't go far. What is she running into? What's this look like? What's she running into? She bought the car to replace the bike. She bought the bike to replace the skates. She bought the skates to replace the shoes. She bought the shoes to catch the star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed way too far. There was a bold lady who bought a plane. She flew through the snow and she flew through the rain. She bought the plane to replace the car. She bought the car to replace the bike. She bought the bike to replace the skates. She bought the skates to replace the shoes. She bought the shoes to catch the star. I don't know why she wanted a star. It seemed too far. Uh-oh. This looks like some of your rockets that you made yesterday. There was a bold lady who bought a big rocket. Then zoomed up and caught the star and put it in her pocket. She rode the rocket back to the plane. She flew the plane back to the car. She drove the car back to the bike. She pedaled the bike back to the skates. She skated on skates back to the shoes. She ran for miles, but she didn't stop for a snooze. There was a bold lady who wanted a star. Now I know why she wanted the star. To put in a jar so it wouldn't be too far. The end. Well, Robins, it was so good to see you. I miss you. And next week, we are going to start talking about dinosaurs. So we're going to have some fun next week, too. You might also want to check out a story that Andrina did telling about a moon story, the same one she did for us at school. It's on the main stream. You can tell your parents that. It's on this Chappaqua Friends Nursery School main stream if you want to see Andrina telling us the moon story again. All right. Goodbye, Robins. I miss you. Oops. I'm learning this, guys.